9 reasons why some people will always hate you. Is it them or you, and how to deal with it? Welcome to Stoic Keys, where we explore the profound insights of Stoic philosophy to navigate the complexities of modern life. Today we delve into 9 reasons why some people will always hate you. Is it them or you, and how to deal with it? Understanding the roots of negative feelings others may have towards us can significantly enhance our personal growth and relationships. As Epictetus wisely stated, it is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. By examining the causes of hatred, be it envy, jealousy, misunderstandings, or lack of recognition, we can learn to approach these challenges with a stoic mindset. This mindset encourages us to focus on our actions and thoughts rather than external opinions. So, how can you apply these principles in your daily life to foster a sense of peace and resilience? 1. Envy and jealousy. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to harbor inexplicable hatred towards you? It's not always about you. Sometimes it's about the hidden emotions and insecurities that others grapple with. In this exploration of 9 reasons why some people will always hate you, we delve into the root causes of such aversions and how adopting a stoic mindset can help you navigate these turbulent waters. Envy and jealousy are among the most profound and common reasons for someone to develop feelings of aversion towards you. These toxic emotions act as true poisons in interpersonal relationships, capable of transforming admiration into repulsion and respect into resentment. They often arise when someone sees in you something they deeply desire but believe they cannot achieve. Whether it's your professional success, personal achievements, or even aspects of your personality or lifestyle, these elements can trigger envy and jealousy. These emotions are often reflections of a person's internal dissatisfaction with their own life. Instead of finding inspiration in your achievements or rejoicing in your happiness, they see your qualities and successes as a mirror reflecting their own flaws or lack of fortune. This emotion can evolve into deep resentment, leading them to wish for your failure or downfall as a means to alleviate their own pain or dissatisfaction. The most destructive aspect of envy and jealousy is that they can prompt individuals to resort to gossip, defamation, or even sabotage to undermine your efforts and achievements. They may try to discredit your work or spread falsehoods about your character, all in the hope of knocking you off the pedestal on which they, in their minds, place you. It is crucial to recognize that envy and jealousy are the problems of the person feeling them, not yours. Although it's easy to internalize the hatred and start to question or blame yourself, it's important to remember that you are not responsible for another person's feelings of inferiority or dissatisfaction. Your achievements and qualities should not be diminished due to someone's inability to deal with their own internal issues. As Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, do not concern yourself with things outside your control. The feelings of envy and jealousy from others are clearly beyond your control, and a stoic mindset emphasizes the importance of focusing on what you can control, your own actions, thoughts, and reactions. Understanding that envy and jealousy are often the root of the hatred some people feel towards you can help you navigate these complicated interactions. Knowing how to deal with these negative emotions maturely and passively without letting them affect you is a vital skill for maintaining your inner peace and continuing on your path of personal and professional growth. Adopting a Stoic mindset allows you to detach from these toxic emotions, focusing instead on your own virtues and resilience. Remember, the envy and jealousy others feel are reflections of their struggles, not a measure of your worth. 2. Misunderstandings and ineffective communication. Misunderstandings and ineffective communication, though they may seem small or insignificant at first, have the potential to fuel deep and lasting resentments. These misunderstandings often stem from misinterpretations or a lack of clarity in how we express ourselves or interpret the words of others. When there is a discrepancy between the intention behind a message and the way it is perceived, misunderstandings arise, leading someone to mistakenly think you are disrespectful, indifferent, or even hostile. Ineffective communication significantly contributes to building emotional barriers and misunderstandings. This occurs when we fail to clearly express our thoughts and feelings, leaving room for misinterpretations. For example, consider a modern workplace scenario where a manager's feedback is intended to be constructive, but due to a lack of clarity, the employee perceives it as harsh criticism. This can lead to feelings of resentment and aversion. Additionally, the inability to practice active listening and truly understand the other person's perspective can lead to assumptions and incorrect judgments, further exacerbating the situation. These scenarios create fertile grounds for developing negative feelings. When people feel misunderstood or believe they have been misinterpreted, they can start to develop an aversion based on these failed communication experiences. A small misunderstanding can grow and transform into hostility that often bears no relation to the reality of the situation or the relationship itself. It's crucial to recognize that misunderstandings and ineffective communication are key reasons for the emergence of negative feelings. Striving for clear, open, and honest communication in all interactions is essential to prevent unfounded hatred. Remember the words of Epictetus: "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Giving people the benefit of the doubt and seeking clarifications when there's uncertainty can help avoid unnecessary resentments and maintain healthier, more positive interpersonal relationships. By adopting a Stoic mindset, you can focus on improving your communication skills and actively listening to others, ensuring that minor misunderstandings do not escalate into significant conflicts. Embrace these lessons to foster better connections and a more peaceful existence, remembering that clear communication is the key to harmonious relationships. Thank you for watching Stoic Keys. We'd love to hear from you. To join the conversation, simply comment "Silence is power" below. Your engagement helps us continue to bring you valuable content. 3. Conflicting values and beliefs. We live in a diverse world where each person is shaped by a unique set of values and beliefs that guide their perceptions, decisions, and behaviors. When these values conflict with those of another person, this can be the starting point for disagreements and eventually hatred. Differences in values can range from political and religious views to opinions on work ethic and lifestyles. When someone views their values as absolutely correct or superior, anyone with a different set of beliefs can be seen as an adversary or a threat. This us versus them mentality is a common source of interpersonal conflicts and can quickly transform disagreement into contempt. Moreover, when a person's beliefs are deeply ingrained, any challenge to these beliefs is often perceived as a personal attack. This can trigger an intense defensive response, resulting in hostility directed towards the person representing that perceived threat. In situations like this, the conflict is not limited to divergent opinions. It becomes a battle between identities and worldviews. These differences can also lead to stereotypes and hasty judgments. When people do not make an effort to understand the other's perspective and resort to generalizations, creating barriers that prevent empathy and mutual understanding, these judgments can transform into hatred, especially when fueled by unrecognized fears or prejudices. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the idea that our personal beliefs and values are the result of our individual experiences and perceptions. Epictetus, one of the prominent Stoic philosophers, would remind us that each of us is the product of our own upbringing and environment. In that sense, it is natural for people to have different sets of values and beliefs. Fostering open dialogue, tolerance, and respect for differences can not only prevent hatred, but also promote a more compassionate and understanding world. Imagine you are at a family gathering and a heated discussion about politics begins. Someone you love and respect holds a view entirely opposite to yours. Instead of seeing them as a rival, try to understand the life experiences that shaped their perspective. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." This quote encourages us to remember that our viewpoints are just that, our own. By embracing this Stoic wisdom, we can approach conflicts with a more open heart and mind, reducing the likelihood of hatred taking root. It's crucial to recognize that conflicting values and beliefs are natural and inevitable in a diverse society. Instead of letting these differences drive a wedge between us, we should strive to understand and respect one another. Open-ended questions like, "What experiences have led you to this belief?" can help bridge the gap and foster meaningful conversations. By applying a Stoic mindset, we can rise above petty disagreements and focus on building stronger, more empathetic connections. How often have you found yourself in conflict due to differing values, and how did you handle it? Reflecting on such experiences can help us grow and navigate future disagreements with greater wisdom and compassion. 4. The detrimental impact of rumors and gossip. In this segment of 9 Reasons Why Some People Will Always Hate You, we delve into the detrimental impact of rumors and gossip and how a Stoic mindset can help you navigate these challenges with grace and resilience. Another significant factor that often leads to the development of feelings of hatred is the influence of rumors and gossip. These can be particularly damaging as they spread like wildfire through social circles, often fueled by malice or the desire to create intrigue. Rumors and gossip act like a virus in social relationships, spreading quickly and infecting people's opinions before you have a chance to present your true story. Once a rumor is circulated, it can take on a life of its own, distorting reality and creating a false image of who you are. This is particularly destructive when rumors concern negative or sensitive aspects of your life or personality. The problem with rumors is that even when unfounded, they can be incredibly convincing. People tend to believe what they hear, especially if the rumor confirms their own suspicions or biases. Furthermore, the forbidden or sensational nature of a rumor can make it more appealing and therefore more likely to be spread. The dissemination of false or misleading information creates a toxic environment where you are judged and condemned without evidence or fairness. The consequences can range from social isolation and loss of friendships to more severe impacts on your professional and personal life. The hatred generated by rumors can be one of the most difficult feelings to combat, as you're fighting against a manufactured image and not reality. It is essential, therefore, to be aware of the powerful influence that rumors can have in shaping hatred towards you. While it may be challenging, it is important to try to dismantle these rumors with the truth and maintain integrity regardless of the falsehoods being spread. As Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Trusting in your truth and maintaining transparency in your interactions can help debunk lies and rebuild your image in the eyes of others. In the long run, truth and integrity will prevail over falsehoods and malice. Engage in open and honest communication with those around you, and do not allow the negativity of gossip to dictate your actions or self-worth. In conclusion, the impact of rumors and gossip can be profound and long-lasting, but by adhering to a Stoic mindset, you can navigate these challenges with dignity. Remember, your authenticity and honesty are your best tools against the poison of rumors. Maintain your integrity, focus on your actions and character, and let the truth shine through. How often have you been affected by rumors, and how did you handle it? Reflecting on these experiences can help you build a stronger, more resilient approach to dealing with falsehoods in the future. Embrace these lessons to foster a more peaceful and authentic life, grounded in the principles of Stoicism. 5. Competition or rivalry. Competition or rivalry is another significant cause of hatred. This type of relationship, often infused with competition and constant comparison, can become a powerful source of negative feelings. When competition or rivalry intensifies, it can lead to hatred that transcends the bounds of a mere dispute, becoming an obsession with surpassing or harming the other person. Competition and rivalry are common in various aspects of life, whether in the workplace, social circles, or even family relationships. Normally, healthy competition can be a stimulus for growth and personal improvement. However, when that competition becomes obsessive, or when rivalry is based on insecurities, jealousy, or past resentments, it can degenerate into a fervent desire to see the other person fail. Often, the transformation of competition into hatred occurs when one person feels consistently overshadowed or belittled by the other. Instead of striving to surpass their own limitations or achieve their goals, the focus shifts towards defeating or diminishing the other. This sentiment can intensify when the achievements or recognition of the other are perceived as undeserved or at one's own expense. For example, consider a workplace scenario where two colleagues are vying for the same promotion. If one colleague consistently receives praise and recognition, the other might feel overshadowed and develop resentment, focusing more on undermining their rival than on their own growth. Moreover, intensified rivalry can lead to destructive behaviors such as defamation, sabotage, or personal attacks. The need to win at any cost can undermine the sense of ethics and justice, resulting in actions intended to directly harm the other person. These actions not only harm the target individual, but also erode the character and integrity of the one who practices them. Recognizing competition and rivalry as a possible reason for hatred is important to understand the nature of these relationships. By identifying these feelings in others or oneself, ways can be sought to transform competition into collaboration, or at least learn to compete in a healthy and respectful manner. Remembering that another person's success does not diminish your own, and that there is room for everyone to shine, can be a powerful antidote against hatred born from competition and rivalry. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. This Stoic mindset encourages us to focus on our own path and not be consumed by the desire to see others fail. In modern life, this concept can be applied to various situations. Think about social media, where the constant comparison can lead to feelings of inadequacy and envy. How often do you find yourself comparing your life to others online, and how does that affect your self-esteem and relationships? By adopting a Stoic mindset and focusing on your own growth, you can rise above these feelings and maintain a healthier perspective. Open-ended questions like, "What can I learn from my competitor to improve myself?" can transform rivalry into a source of inspiration rather than resentment. In conclusion, understanding the dynamics of competition and rivalry is crucial in navigating interpersonal relationships. Recognizing that another person's success does not diminish your own, and approaching competition with a healthy mindset can prevent the development of hatred. By fostering a Stoic mindset, you can focus on your growth and integrity, ensuring that competition remains a positive force in your life. Reflecting on these experiences can help you build resilience and foster a more collaborative approach in your interactions. You have now reached the halfway mark of the video. 6. Lack of empathy and understanding. In an ideal world, empathy and understanding would be the driving forces in our daily interactions. However, one of the most significant reasons leading someone to harbor feelings of hatred is precisely the lack of these essential qualities. The inability to feel empathy or understand others' experiences and perspectives can create a chasm between people, leading to misunderstandings and ultimately hatred. When someone lacks empathy, they cannot put themselves in another's shoes, feel what the other person is feeling, or understand their motivations and reactions. This lack of empathy distorts their interpretations and reactions to the actions of others, leading them to perceive an offense where there is none and to misinterpret intentions. As a result, they develop deep resentment based on a misunderstanding. This lack of empathy and understanding is often exacerbated by prejudices, hasty judgments, and the inability to consider context and nuances. People who lack empathy tend to see the world in terms of black and white, which can lead to misguided and unfair perceptions of others. Their judgments are often based on assumptions or a superficial view of the situation, without making an effort to truly understand the other person. The lack of empathy and understanding can also be a manifestation of egocentrism. Egocentric individuals are so focused on themselves that they find it difficult to recognize or value the experiences and feelings of others. This egocentrism can translate into insensitivity, causing them to treat others' problems or successes with contempt or indifference. This attitude can be easily interpreted as hostility or hatred. Recognizing the lack of empathy or understanding as a reason for hatred is important to address these situations. It is essential to remember that often the hatred someone feels towards you is more a reflection of their own emotional limitations than anything you have done. Understanding this can help you approach these conflicts with a more balanced perspective, seeking ways to build bridges of understanding when possible, or to protect yourself from negative emotional influences. As Marcus Aurelius said, whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? This quote reminds us to reflect on our own shortcomings and approach others with empathy. To bring this into a modern context, think about the interactions you have on social media. How often do misunderstandings escalate into conflicts because of a lack of empathy and understanding? How can you practice a Stoic mindset to prevent this? By striving to understand the perspectives of others, we can reduce unnecessary conflicts and foster more meaningful connections. Engaging in open-ended questions like, "Can you help me understand why you feel this way?" can create a dialogue that bridges gaps in understanding. Adopting a Stoic mindset allows us to remain calm and composed, even when faced with hostility. In conclusion, lack of empathy and understanding is a significant root of hatred. By recognizing this, you can approach conflicts with a more compassionate and balanced perspective. Remember, the negativity directed towards you is often more about the other person's limitations than your actions. Embrace empathy, seek to understand, and protect yourself from negative influences by focusing on your growth and maintaining a Stoic mindset. How have you handled situations where you felt misunderstood or judged unfairly? Reflecting on these experiences can help you build resilience and foster empathy in your interactions. 7. Personal insecurities and projection. Personal insecurities and projection play a crucial role in the dynamics of interpersonal hatred. When someone feels insecure, they may project those feelings onto others, especially those who seem to represent the opposite of their own insecurities. These insecurities can stem from various sources such as past experiences, perceived failures, and social comparisons, among others. As Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." For instance, if someone is insecure about their career, they might develop resentment towards a colleague who is succeeding and advancing professionally. This projection of insecurities acts as a psychological defense, an attempt to cope with internal feelings of inadequacy. Instead of facing and working on their own insecurities, it is easier for some people to direct their frustration and negativity towards others. This process can lead to feelings of hatred, as the person sees in you a constant reminder of their own struggles and shortcomings. Imagine a social media influencer who constantly receives hateful comments from anonymous users. These users might be projecting their own insecurities and dissatisfaction with their lives onto the influencer, who appears to lead a perfect and successful life. This projection of envy and resentment creates a toxic environment where the influencer becomes the target of unfounded hatred. Another aspect of this dynamic is the feeling of threat that your achievements or qualities may represent to someone with deep insecurities. Instead of seeing your successes as inspiring, these individuals may perceive them as a mirror reflecting what they lack. This can trigger a negative emotional response as they feel that their own position or self-image is being challenged or diminished. It is crucial to understand that someone's personal insecurities and the resulting feelings of hatred are not a result of your actions or who you are. They are instead a manifestation of that person's internal battles. Understanding this can help you not to take these negative feelings personally and to maintain a healthy perspective in your interactions. Additionally, recognizing this dynamic can be an important first step in addressing these feelings in a compassionate and empathetic manner, helping to dispel misunderstandings and foster a more positive environment. By adopting a Stoic mindset, you can learn to focus on your own growth and remain unaffected by the negative projections of others. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By reflecting on these experiences, you can cultivate a more resilient and Stoic mindset, allowing you to navigate these challenges with grace. Embrace these lessons to foster a more peaceful and authentic life, grounded in the principles of Stoicism. Remember, your authenticity and honesty are your best tools against the poison of insecurities and projections. Maintain your integrity, focus on your actions and character, and let the truth shine through. In the long run, understanding and compassion will prevail over falsehoods and malice. You have now reached the halfway mark of the video. I congratulate you for trying to become a better version of yourself, and I also humbly ask you to leave a comment, as it helps my channel immensely. If you do not know what to comment, just write "Silence is power," so I know you reached this far. And don't forget to subscribe for more content like this that helped me become the man I am today, and will also help you achieve a Stoic mindset. 8. The influence of social expectations. The influence of social expectations can also lead to the development of negative feelings. Often, people may feel hatred if they perceive that you do not conform to the social norms or expectations they consider important. Life choices significantly differ from these expectations. Some individuals might feel uncomfortable or resentful because your choices challenge their own beliefs and expectations, leading to hostility. This phenomenon is driven by social pressure and the fear of the unknown, which can make people cling to familiar norms and view deviations as threats. Social expectations are powerful forces that shape our behaviors and attitudes. When someone deviates from these norms, it can create a sense of unease and even resentment in those who rigidly adhere to them. For example, choosing an unconventional career path, embracing a unique lifestyle, or holding different values can make others feel threatened or judged, even if that's not your intention. His choices initially puzzled and even angered many, but ultimately his authenticity and dedication to his vision led to groundbreaking innovations that changed the world. This story underscores the idea that staying true to your values and choices, even in the face of social opposition, can lead to remarkable outcomes. It's important to remember that your life and choices are yours to make, and you should not conform to others' expectations despite opposition. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." This quote highlights the significance of maintaining authenticity and living according to your values for your happiness and well-being. When you live authentically, you may face resistance and negativity from those who feel threatened by your nonconformity. However, it's crucial to stay grounded in your principles and not let social expectations dictate your path. Reflecting on these experiences can help you recognize the importance of a Stoic mindset in navigating these pressures. Adopting a Stoic mindset enables you to focus on what you can control, your actions, thoughts, and responses, while letting go of others' opinions and expectations. As Epictetus wisely stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In modern life, we constantly encounter social expectations that can influence our decisions and self-perception. Whether it's the pressure to follow a traditional career path, adhere to cultural norms, or meet family expectations, these pressures can be overwhelming. By maintaining a Stoic mindset, you can navigate these expectations with resilience and authenticity. Remember, the key to dealing with social expectations is to stay true to your values and choices, regardless of others' opinions. In conclusion, the influence of social expectations can lead to feelings of hatred when your choices challenge others' beliefs and norms. By recognizing this dynamic and adopting a Stoic mindset, you can navigate these pressures with confidence and authenticity. Embrace your unique path, stay grounded in your values, and focus on what you can control. How have you managed societal expectations in your life, and what strategies have helped you stay true to yourself? Reflecting on these experiences can strengthen your resolve and foster a more fulfilling and authentic life. Thank you for watching Stoic Keys. We appreciate your support and would love to hear your thoughts. To join the discussion, leave a comment saying "Embrace silence" below. Your feedback is essential in helping us create more content on Stoic strategies. 9. The impact of lack of recognition. The influence of social expectations can also lead to the development of negative feelings. Often, people may feel hatred if they perceive that you do not conform to the social norms or expectations they consider important. If your life choices significantly differ from these expectations, some individuals might feel uncomfortable or resentful because your choices challenge their own beliefs and expectations, leading to hostility. This phenomenon is driven by social pressure and the fear of the unknown, which can make people cling to familiar norms and view deviations as threats. Social expectations are powerful forces that shape our behaviors and attitudes. When someone deviates from these norms, it can create a sense of unease and even resentment in those who rigidly adhere to them. To illustrate, let's consider the story of Steve Jobs, who famously dropped out of college and pursued his vision in the tech industry. Defying conventional expectations of what a successful career should look like. His choices initially puzzled and even angered many, but ultimately his authenticity and dedication to his vision led to groundbreaking innovations that changed the world. This story underscores the idea that staying true to your values and choices, even in the face of social opposition, can lead to remarkable outcomes. It's important to remember that your life and choices are yours to make, and you should not conform to others' expectations despite opposition. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." This quote highlights the significance of maintaining authenticity and living according to your values for your happiness and well-being. When you live authentically, you may face resistance and negativity from those who feel threatened by your non-conformity. However, it's crucial to stay grounded in your principles and not let social expectations dictate your path. Adopting a Stoic mindset enables you to focus on what you can control, your actions, thoughts, and responses, while letting go of others' opinions and expectations. As Epictetus wisely stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In modern life, we constantly encounter social expectations that can influence our decisions and self-perception. Whether it's the pressure to follow a traditional career path, adhere to cultural norms, or meet family expectations, these pressures can be overwhelming. By maintaining a Stoic mindset, you can navigate these expectations with resilience and authenticity. Open-ended questions like, "What values truly matter to me?" and "How can I stay true to myself in the face of social pressure?" can guide you in making decisions that align with your genuine self. Remember, the key to dealing with social expectations is to stay true to your values and choices, regardless of others' opinions. The influence of social expectations can lead to feelings of hatred when your choices challenge others' beliefs and norms. By recognizing this dynamic and adopting a Stoic mindset, you can navigate these pressures with confidence and authenticity. Embrace your unique path, stay grounded in your values, and focus on what you can control. How have you managed societal expectations in your life, and what strategies have helped you stay true to yourself? Reflecting on these experiences can strengthen your resolve and foster a more fulfilling and authentic life. As we wrap up this insightful journey, remember that the key to dealing with hatred lies in understanding its roots and maintaining your integrity and authenticity. By embracing a Stoic mindset, you can navigate interpersonal conflicts with grace and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Reflect on this as you encounter negativity and strive to respond with empathy and composure. How have you applied these principles in your life? Share your experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with those who could benefit from these Stoic lessons. Together, let's cultivate a community grounded in personal growth and happiness. Thank you for watching Stoic Keys, where we unlock the wisdom of the Stoics to enhance our modern lives.